So in this segment, we're going to be talking about Philip Hammond making a statement that Boris Johnson won't need the Tories into the next general election. Philip Hammond is very boring. I put him in the area of Jeremy Hunt or Keir Starmer in terms of they can put a room to sleep, but he makes some interesting statements here. Nothing groundbreaking, but I found it interesting. So let's have a look.
Well, I can't say whether he'll be Prime Minister going into 2023, but I don't think that he will lead the party into the next general election. I think a rebellion on this scale is very difficult to survive, and I think he'll find that his authority in the party ebbs away over the next few months.
And that's important because this was the Chancellor under Theresa May who saw Theresa May's kind of power ebb away, after the leadership election, the leadership vote that they had. No confidence vote, sorry. So, he's a person that experienced it, and he knows what it's like. Not necessarily to have a vote of no confidence in yourself, but he was very close to Theresa May, so he would have a lot of experience on the current situation that the Tory party is in.
Does he realise, and will it change the policies that he'll put in place?
I don't know whether he realises, but I know that Boris Johnson's instinct now will be to reach for popular policies, do the populist thing.
That's true, he's going to go for the culture war, the things that he's going to really appeal to the base, but also things that he thinks will appeal to kind of red wall seats, red wall constituents and those sorts of people. That's one of the reasons why the Rwanda policy exists. It's red meat to the base.
And try to offer people what in the short term they think they want. Unfortunately, we're at a point in our economic cycle where what we need is a dose of realism. We have some challenges in this country to face. The sooner we get to grips with them and face them honestly and openly, the quicker we'll get out of them and the better chance we've got of resuming a strong growth path and rebuilding living standards.
So I think what he's talking about in terms of realism is the fact that the government keep talking about how we have the fastest growth in the G7, even though we don't. And the government not accepting the fact that the economy is very much struggling. The OECD recently came out and said Britain will be one of the two countries that show no growth in the year 2023. The only other country being Russia, and obviously Russia's facing sanctions amongst other things for the war in Ukraine. So it's not looking good for us. It's very much looking very bad for us that we're going to be one of the two countries in the G20 that will have no growth next year, and the government haven't acknowledged that fact. The fixes that they've given are very weak and very pointless in a sense. They will help some people, but they won't go far enough, and the economy will struggle. The fact that global economists can see that is very worrying, and the British government simply have not accepted the reality of the situation, that we're in a very bad scenario here. There's not a lot of faith from Conservative MPs in their own leader. There's not a lot of faith in our economy, for example, another thing. And I just don't know where it goes from here. But hopefully I'll have my economics correspondent do some stuff on this in a couple of months when the videos come out. But let me know what you think about Philip Hammond's statements in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.